Hey chat, how are you? Are you like me and would you rather scroll through Netflix hoping that the movie or television show you desire to watch pops up on one of the cards that they display on the television screen rather than click the magnifying glass and then type the title into the screen via remote control and arrows? So annoying. So what had happened was I love trail mix, and Walmart slash Great Value released some holiday inspired trail mixes, and one of them was mint mocha flavored, mint chocolate chip, if you will. And so I saw it, and it was $7.98 for a 16-ounce bag, which is $8 a pound, pricey, but not outrageous if you enjoy it, in my opinion. So I added it, purchased it, bought it. It was shipped here. And so I put it to the side because during the week I try to starve myself. But seriously, I was like, well, I'm going to hold off on it and wait till the weekend because it's the freaking weekend, baby, about to have some fun. So Saturday morning we go to Walmart. I had something to return. I walk into Walmart to their customer service, do the return, no problemo. It was quick and easy. And I start wandering around because we have a couple minutes and I just want to check out what the vibe is, what the crack is, as they say in Ireland. And I see this mint mocha, Great Value, chocolate chip trail mix. And I said, okay. And it was, lo and behold, $7. And buying it online via Walmart.com, $7.98. And I was like, $1. That's 98 cents. That is a lot of money in respect, in terms of $7. If it was 98 cents more, and you're paying $10,000 for something, a car or whatever, 98 cents, I'll let that slide. But percentage wise, ratio wise, 98 cents is quite the increase.
And
Yeah, I did the math, the arithmetic on my abacus, and it's a 14% increase, which is nothing to sneeze at. So, had the $7.98 mint mocha trail mix at home, and went back home, and I thought, I'm going to return this next week. Return it for $7.98, and walk 30 feet to the trail mix section, and purchase it for $7. Because I feel like that, well, I thought, what would Grandma Thien do? What would Grandma Thien want me to do? And the inner frugal king inside me that I am said, no, they're not going to get away with this highway robbery of a 14% markup to purchase it through their website. I don't understand. So all week I put it away in the cupboard. And I said, okay, next Saturday, you're going back to the store. And then Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, etc., Friday, etc. happened. The week, you've heard of it. Friday comes around, and I thought, okay, tomorrow I'm going to return it. And you can start the return process via Walmart.com or their app. And it doesn't really do anything. You still have to physically go to the store, hand it over to them. Makes it a little more seamless, the process. So I go to return it via the app, get the return process started, if you will. And I say lower price found elsewhere. Point, click, tap, tap, type, zoom, zoom, etc. Pinch and zoom. And lo and behold, in conclusion, the end, it pops up. You don't have to return this item to the store. And I thought, yeah, free $8 trail mix. So I ate the entire bag in bed. And it was good. Carolyn had some too, and she liked it. They nail the mint chocolate flavor in terms of trail mix. But it was good. It was free, which made it even better. And that's the end of my tale. Another thing was that, so we did do the Walmart pickup. 18 pack of eggs for $6.53. I feel like eggs at the beginning of the pandemic, they went up to $6, $7, $8, and 18 pack count, whatever. And it was outrageous. But then 6 months ago, a year ago, it receded to $2, $3, but now it's back to $6.53 for an 18 count of great value, cage-free large white eggs. It's getting back to being pretty pricey. But one egg was cracked. We got an 18 egg grocery Walmart pickup. One egg was cracked. Carolyn discovered it when she was putting away the groceries. And I said, let me hop on the old chat. And I said, yo. But I feel I didn't say one egg. I said multiple, which is a lie technically. But it said multiple eggs were cracked. But that could mean 2. That could mean 17. But the customer service associate was understanding and forgiving, gave us those eggs for free. And I was like, yeah. And we still ate the cracked egg. So I like snacks, the savory kind, and get them from grocery outlet, the gross out, for the most part, because a bag of chips, $2, a box of crackers, $2.49, cheap by regular grocery store standards. So sometimes I indulge and take a chance on stuff that I haven't tried or I've never heard of. And I want to familiarize myself with. But just recently, 2 weeks ago, I trashed $7 in snacks. Why? Because they weren't good, and it's $2 or $3, which down the drain, it sucks, it's terrible. But a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. I don't need those calories. I don't need those carbs. I'm not enjoying them in any way. So I threw away $7 in snacks. Now, what did I throw away? I threw away 3 items. One was great value honey mustard pretzel sticks, which is technically from Walmart. And they're probably made by Dots. Just saying. Walmart ain't out here manufacturing no food. They contract it to a major supplier such as Lay's or Dots or Quaker, and then they throw on the old great value and you get it cheaper. But the great value honey mustard pretzel sticks, just not good. Not very honey mustardy. I've also shied away from the Snyder's pretzels because I feel like the Snyder's pretzels a few years ago, it was specifically speaking, the honey mustard Snyder's. Like, you would take a bite and the honey mustard flavor would just knock you off your feet, knock your socks off, and be super yummy, super good. But recently I bought honey mustard, their cheddar cheese, and it's just been like, it's like a 2 out of 10 on a scale of flavor. So the great value honey mustard pretzel sticks, it was like, their flavor was like a 1, and I'm sitting there chomping and munching, and I was like, I don't need the rest of this. I don't need this 1,400 calories in my body. So I tossed that bag. After I ate 5-10% of it, another snack was Snack Factory Pretzel Crisps Bites, Spicy Ranch Flavor, 16 ounces for $1.99 at the gross out. I was like, wow, that is a lot of product for a small price, and I get to munching on them. They were neither spicy nor ranch. Discuss. It was just. I want, again, 0 out of 10 on the flavor scale. And I was like, $2 down the drain. It's fine. And then finally, also at the gross out, the Kettle, the potato chip brand, pimento chips. They're going for the pimento cheese flavor. By the way, Kettle is owned by Campbell's, the soup company. And I've had pimento cheese in my life, and I've always been like, okay, well, this is a flavor. And I know they have a history with the Augusta Golf Championship or something. But again, the bargain price of $2.49 for a bag. And I had some, and I was just like, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying this flavor. So trashed it. So if you're keeping home at score, if you're keeping score at home, wow. I'm sober, I swear. The great value was about $4. Snack Factory 2, Pimento 2.5. So $7-8 in snacks. And I sampled each one. Okay, it wasn't a complete waste. But I just thought I will be fine without. I'm getting zero enjoyment or satisfaction. So I threw them in the trash. I guess theoretically I could go give them to a soup kitchen or something. But who has the time or the energy? My amplifier and subwoofer in my car still disconnected. An amp would run me $300, $400, $500, and I just don't want to shell out that kind of paper right now for beat in my cherry whip. But it is like I'm driving around circumcised, like I had a vasectomy, and it's fine. It's fine. Oh, something just handed to me. I was told to read this. I am grown up now. I am mature. Try to sound genuine and earnest. End of statement. Well, there you go. Another thing I found out is when I was going through my whole situation, my whole issue with my car battery, Carolyn was like, turn off your fan and your radio when you park your car, right before you turn off your car. And I was like, okay. And I know how to turn off my fan because there's a big off button. But I was like, my car stereo? How do I turn that off? And she hit the lower left round button. She pushed it, and wham, my radio went off. And I was like, oh yeah, I haven't turned off my car stereo in years. I turned down the volume, but power on, power off. Whoa, you're blowing my mind, man. So I like almonds, and I've recently come to the conclusion that I like almonds more than peanuts, and so I'm divesting peanuts from my life. It's going to take a little while because I have a lot from Kirkland's Signature, but once I eat my current stash of peanuts, I'm going to go all almond all the time. But my coworker the other day, so I just have a giant bag of the Blue Diamond. Actually, the Kirkland Signature. I've had Blue Diamond, but a giant bag of the Kirkland Signature almonds just on my desk so I can reach and grab them for a little munchy munch, little snacky stack. And then my coworker the other day, without asking or anything, just opens the bag, and we're chatting and we're close. We're buddies. We're friends. But he just opens the bag, reaches his hand in there, grabs a few, and starts to nosh. And I was like, well, thanks for asking, dear sir. Speaking of work, my other coworker, Mr. Powell, he got me. So he has the connect. He has a hookup, like a Master P in 1998, to the seasoning from a gal in South Sacramento. $20 a bag, and it's really good. I nailed the flavor. It's like a barbecue pork flavor, like in a Chinese restaurant. Just sweet-ish, but subtle, low-key. Really good, really tasty. But the other day, he hands me a bag, a $20 bag, and he says, here, this is yours. And I was like, wow, it's the spicy kind, which, I don't know. Sometimes when things say spicy, either they're not spicy at all, or they're hot ones spicy, hot ones the bomb spicy. And so I've stopped taking a chance on spicy. But he handed me a bag and said, "This is yours." He bought it for me. He busted, as we used to say in the 90s. And I was like, "Thanks, Mr. Pal." So in return, I got him a 6-pack of, he likes the Voodoo IPA Ranger juice. I don't know beer, but I found out what he likes, and I got a 6-pack, and I'm going to give it to him at work, but not in our actual office building warehouse. It's going to be in the parking lot where all the good alcohol deals go down. By the way, so we bought a bag of seasoning and then a thing of sauce, like a little jar of sauce. $10, 13 bucks. We used it. It's fine, but the sauce, the flavor is super strong and super powerful. I would say overpowering. So I didn't enjoy it as much. It was fine, but not worth $13. IMHO, but the seasoning, chef's kiss, excellent. And and Mr. Powell has been so instrumental in my life with helping with my car battery and bringing this seasoning into my life, into our lives, mine and Carolyn's lives, that I'm grateful for his co-workership and his friendship and my relationship with him. And I love the kid. Okay. So Earnify is an app I never heard of, but they recently partnered with Amazon Prime to give you 10 cents off certain gas stations, Arco being the main one in Sacramento/West Sacramento. And then they had a promotion, 25 cents off per gallon, maximum 2 fill-ups. So I headed right over to AM/PM, filled my gas tank up, and I said, "Honey, darling, do you need gas? Let's go fill your Kia Sorento up." And took her crossover SUV over to the old AM/PM. Got her a fill up too. She zelled me 40-ish bucks. But yeah, we were regular price $4.05, and we paid $3.80 per gallon, which is a mad deal, crazy. But now gas is even lower now. I'm actually looking. I downloaded Gas Buddy. I downloaded what is it? Fetch. Upside. Walmart Plus also has a gas discount option. So I'm looking into all these, trying to save the most on gas and groceries, really. And so hoping that I got the AAA Signature Visa card daily, something like that it's called, that is supposed to be 5% off at groceries. And YMMV, based on a Reddit thread, used it this past weekend at Walmart, because sometimes Walmart is classified as a grocery store, sometimes it isn't. I went deep into a Reddit thread and I was still confused. But I'm hoping that I get the 5% off, because it's so nice getting that $30 a month, $300 to $400 per year cash back in rewards and whatnot. But yeah, Ibotta, Fetch, Upside, Shopkick, got all that stuff. I think I'm going to stick with Fetch, and I'm checking out Upside and Shopkick. Ibotta I uninstalled because I didn't understand. I there was a learning curve. It's like when you start playing a new video game and you're like, I could figure this out in 6 to 8 days or 9 months, the inventory system and whatnot, and the map and where to go. But I don't want to. I don't want to spend that time. So I uninstalled Pogo and Ibotta for the heck of it. Canceled my Southwest card, which I only got to save $200 to go visit my mom. Thinking of canceling my newly minted American Express card. I'm just waiting to see if the AAA card gives me 5% back on groceries. If not, Amex gives 6% back, but there is an annual fee. But Reddit, once again, coming to the rescue. There's a way to subvert that annual membership. You wait till it comes across, and then you call, and they offer a sweet deal where they say, oh, we'll give you another year free and whatever. So I'm keeping the Amex for now. I'm going to cancel Old Navy, but I can't find $22 credit. It's not on oldnavy.com. It's not on Barclays, which handles the Old Navy credit card. I'm sure it's there somewhere because I see the return, the $22 back, but it's not in my account on either website. So I need to hop on the old customer service route. Hopefully they have a chat. Please have a chat. Please have it. Customer service chat. I would rather do customer service chat. The customer service agent would rather do chat rather as opposed to sitting on the telephone with someone angry yelling at them as they sit in their menial cubicle all day. Yes, give us the chat. We want the chat. Fun fact, do you know why there's no smiling in old-timey pictures? 2 reasons. Okay, 3. 1, because before that there was paintings. And when someone is painting your portrait, it could take hours. So you're sitting there and you can't hold a smile for 4.5 hours. So you were, mid, straight face. And second reason, long exposure. Sometimes it took 30 minutes for a camera to take a picture. Sometimes it took a couple hours depending on the camera. So again, you're not going to sit there smiling like a dummy for an hour and a half. So you just, I'm not smiling. And then third, back in the day, if you were seen smiling, you were labeled a fool or a drunkard. Sounds great. I'll take both, please. Read some of Al Pacino's memoir, Sonny Boy. It's fine. He doesn't really dish the dirt. Biggest revelations was that he had money problems. It's been an ongoing issue in his career. He would make a couple mil per film, per picture, but he was dishing out hundreds of thousands of dollars. Vacations, family. He's got a house in the country. He's got a apartment in NYC, and he was just spending money, and he just had no financial acumen whatsoever. So a couple times in his career, he'd have to do movies purely for money, not on taste. Hey, Al, how about hiring Grandma Thien as your financial advisor? And then I read most of Q the Sun, half of the Q the Sun. It's about the rise and fall of reality television. Interesting. I read about The Real World, which I grew up watching and loving. Until there's almost 30 seasons of that. I stopped in the late teens of the seasons, just because it was no longer relatable. But that came out of, specifically Real World came out of, there was writers / actors strike back in the day, and reality TV, no actors, no scripts, and you don't have to hire union people for cameras and microphones and editing and all that. So they were like, so it was in the midst of some strike in the late 80s or early 90s. And they were like, all right, let's get the reality show wheel a-rolling and start filming The Real World. And it's no longer on the air. I have fond memories of it. But zero desire to actually watch it. Alrighty, well that's it. Take care, brush your hair, peace out.